and good morning. It is May 20th, 2015. The time is 05:36 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of New York State, where I live and reside. The 19th on my calendar here with a good cup of coffee as I get my day started. Sort of an early start to the day. And you know something I have not done? I have not done my good morning tweet. Let's go ahead and get that going here. My good morning tweet I forgot to place. So let me go ahead and start the day. I usually start the day, good morning, Greg. And I'm starting this without saying good morning on Twitter. How are you doing, Greg? I know you guys are hitting the lunchtime scene over there across the pond. And I'm starting a scope, and I forgot to say good morning, like I normally do, on Twitter, where I say live life and have fun. Positive start, or no, that's the second one. I usually start with every morning on my Twitter feed. Sorry to have missed Tolkien trivia last night, caught on the replay. Oh, thank you, Greg. Thank you for watching the replay, and good morning, David, from the southern tier of New York here, where I live and reside. Just getting my day started here with a early morning cup of coffee. And Greg, I have something I'm gonna try and do a little bit every once in a while. I have a Tolkien poem. I found some Tolkien poems, so I figure I'd start to. I am a Tolkien fan. I love Tolkien. I love j.R.R. Tolkien. And so I'm getting my day started this morning. We have 6 viewers. We have David from Party World over there in Ireland and Greg over there in the UK. And we have 4 web viewers as I get my day started here on this Wednesday, last day of my 4-day break. 4-day mini vacation, you could say it. The early start here because it's 05:39 in the morning. And those that are on the web, I greatly appreciate it. If you want to get a hold of me, for all those that are on the web, I'm at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. And like I said, I've got a good cup of coffee there. And I found a Tolkien poem, Greg. You'll appreciate it. And if you saw the replay of Tolkien trivia yesterday, and my signal is a little bit better than it was yesterday because I'm at the computer desk here. You can see I'm not outside. You can see that it's just getting started there. It is a little bit cloudy. What is it? The current temperature is about 45, 46 degrees Fahrenheit, 7.6 degrees Celsius. And it is better. That's probably because I think I figured out my Wi-Fi problem from the other day and yesterday. With the daughter being home, she's catching up on her Netflix. The Netflix goes through the Apple TV, and the Apple TV, works off of the Wi-Fi. So, I think that's what has caused the graininess of the picture here of this talking head. And problem solved. Well, at least I know what the problem is, David. Yes. And Greg, can't beat the Netflix. Yes, she started. What is she watching? House of Cards, and I guess she wants me to watch it. And she says I should watch it because she knows I would enjoy it. But she's a little further, and because I probably would enjoy it from everything I've heard of it. The last major series that I finished was Breaking Bad, which was that was pretty bad being a good series and stuff like that. But but yesterday, Greg, if you on season 4, no spoilers. Okay, no spoiler. Okay, is that for House of Cards, Greg, or would that be for Breaking Bad? We have 6 viewers. Again, we're keeping with 6 viewers. We have 4. The web, I really appreciate you. Oh, Breaking Bad. Okay, Greg. Yes, Netflix is a great thing. I think it's, but with it, with the daughter being home, we never really, between me and my son using the internet service that we have for the house, it pretty much balanced out. So we have another individual, because the missus, she just casually uses it to do the Facebook thing and that other thing and stuff like that. So it wasn't really much taxing, but I guess with the catch-up Netflix viewing, that sort of taxes the Wi-Fi. But Greg, I have a bonus from yesterday. But yesterday in the Tolkien trivia, let's see, good morning. Okay, I got a favorite from the good morning this morning. But yeah, I usually start out in the morning with 2 tweets there, and I've been up for a little bit here, getting situated, planning out what I'm going to be doing today, my last day. It's a busy day, but I'm hoping to get a couple more scopes in for today. And I wanted to start here as far as with this one to say good morning with the cup of coffee, of course. And a Tolkien poem that I found. But Greg, real quick, if you noticed, Adrian over there in the UK, well, where you're at, the UK, he was talking about the tower that inspired j.R.R. Tolkien, which I found really fascinating. I had to get the links that he sent me on Twitter. I clipped one of the pictures there and put it on the clip art for the replay. And I found that very, very interesting bit of information I never knew before, and I like that. But I have a poem here. It's called, it's from j.R.R. Tolkien did write poetry, and it relates to the trilogy there, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and all that. So this one I'm going to read this morning is called Song of Aragon. And let's see. Oh, somebody just tweeted me. Let's see. Let me get... Oh, okay, that's the morning. Oh, that's the morning from Christia from, she's a firefighter down there in Pennsylvania and stuff like that. She's down there in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which is to the south of me. And she's just favoriting a tweet this morning. So, okay, the poetry, or the poem. Song of Aragon. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadow shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. I found that yesterday. I'm like, wow, that's Lord of the Rings right there in itself, as far as a little bit snippets. On this particular... Cool. Yes, I thought so too, Dave. David, it just it basically tells about the journey. It's very cool. Is this included in books? No, just something found out there on this thing called the internet. As far as some poems there, I imagine there is a book of poems I have yet to find. So I don't frequent the bookstores like I used to do in my younger day. Air Force bases, they used to have they used to call them the Stars and Stripes stores, where before the internet, before cable TV, before DVDs and video, there was just regular TV. And when I first was in the service, the first 2 years I was in, I was over there in northern Italy. And the Stars and Stripes bookstore was the place to be to find something to read when you couldn't get the 2 or 3 hours worth of recorded television in the morning, and then they replayed it in the afternoon. No, was it in the afternoon? It was in the afternoon, and then they replayed it that night. And then you had Italian TV, and as far as well, I guess what I'm getting at, the bookstores was a place to go to get books, and that's where I got my collections of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, the 4-book series there that I ended up reading and grew. Because I remember reading The Hobbit when the first time I read it was when I was in grade school, and I did not like it. I was forced to read it, I guess, for an English class there. It was in junior high? Yeah, I think it was in junior high. And we had to do reports on it, and I couldn't stand it. I said, what is this? What is this? What is a Hobbit? But it was later on in life when I had a lot of time on my hands after I was off duty in the barracks. I would be reading Lord of the Rings, and I loved it. You know, I just, ever since then. So anything dealing with j.R.R. Tolkien and The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, I love. But, which incidentally gets me to one of the scopes I'm planning. Greg, yeah, when you're forced to read books, you can't see the wood for the trees, even if it's a good book. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when you reacquaint yourself with the story, and then you see it through clearer eyes, you thoroughly enjoy the story. I read the first 2, and then the movie came out, so just watched them. Okay, yes. Oddly enough, one of our viewers yesterday, Adrian, TurboStream on TurboStream on Twitter, he said that he hasn't seen a movie since Cannonball Run in 1984. So I think I'd like to see if he could see those movies. That would be fantastic because. But I can understand him not seeing a movie. I had a professor when I was taking a college course there when I was stationed over in Italy through the University of Maryland, a literature class. Does he have I don't know. We'll have to ask him next time, David, when he comes on board and stuff like that. This English professor I had, Dr. Sapita, I will never forget her because she's been an influence of my appreciation to poetry. My daughter, she has a love for poetry as well, and but she was sort of an 18th century woman. She never watched the television. She loved her books, and so that's where I guess the root of my appreciation through literature. It goes back to a professor I had that I thought I was in over my head taking this college course, but she was a great teacher, and she's one that I don't forget. I have a couple high school teachers that I remember. Mr. Zalanowski, who was a history teacher when I was in high school, and then Dr. Sapita, who was David, sorry, have to run. Okay, David, I know you're busy with the job and work and stuff, and I'm just going to get ready here because I can hear the missus and Max waking up. I just wanted to throw a little poetry at you this morning from here, from the across the pond, and I'm going to go ahead and end this scope because I know you're all busy. Greg, thank you for showing up here, sir. I greatly appreciate the repeat views here. I appreciate the viewers from the web, and from that, I'm going to finish my coffee. You all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next scope there. You all take care. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now, and as always, peace.